Welcome back everyone, this is Hide on the Rise, and today we'll have a look at this Ryze WHOYOUT0MAM playing in Master Elo, and he's a Ryze OTP, and I thought it would be interesting to have a look at his gameplay. This player got 52% win rate in Master Elo, more than out of more than 250 games on Ryze or 300 games on Ryze, something like that. So yeah, he knows the champion really well. So we'll have a look at how he's actually playing the game at this elo. So AFK level 1 turret, classic I would say. Now he's starting tiers. As for the runes, he is playing with the classic runes and water walking. That's interesting. He goes for water walking and not the late game transcendence or scorch. We will get only the vision on the blue side, and we will go back to lane and see how he's playing the laning phase against Hwei. I think they win the 2v2 because Viego Ryze is stronger than Cartus Hwei. He started W because there was a fight early on, as we've seen, but nothing crazy so far. It's just trying to match the push of Hwei. Hwei is hard champ because he has a lot of range. We need to be careful and mindful of dodging properly the Q, especially the double Q or QQ or the EQ. Doesn't really know where the jungle started, but Cartus is a farming jungler, so yeah, he took a bad trade here. Yeah, Cartus is a farming jungler, so he doesn't maybe expect a cheesy level 2 or level 3 gank. We will see where he puts down his ward. That's also interesting. Typically, I want normally to get like this wave pushed, this third cannon wave pushed as fast as I can, and then I go ward the raptors of the jungle to try to track him down. We'll see if he does the same at this point. Alright, EQ on the wave, but he gets chunked quite a bit. Now he's in a rough spot. He needs to get a reset really soon. I wonder how if he will manage to do so. Hwei is also playing TP. He saw Cartus top lane, so he's still fine, but he eventually wants to reset. You see, that's interesting because so he faked his reset, but when he wanted to do so, he went really far from the turret not to get poked and cancelled, because the higher elo you climb, the more people will try to cancel your base to make you lose time. And now Cartus is helping out the Hwei to freeze the wave and forcing the TP to rise. Tries to help out his jungler but cannot do anything. Yeah, you see, I would have backed, I would have reset and not helped my jungler. Maybe then he would have pinged me and, you know, trash talking me, but there was no point of going there. Eventually he stays, trying to help him, and the Hwei greeted Bard was coming and they managed to take a kill. So that puts him ahead, and that's a really nice kill. He didn't get it, got the assist, but that's actually a nice starting point from that. Yeah, so he seems to help out his jungler a lot, huh? Every game. Because for sure they were not winning that 2v2, but he still went for it, trying to help out the Viego. Alright, so he doesn't have vision in the top side, and he's leaning top side, so that's a bit scary. He could get ganked from the top side by Cartus. Also, his team is at the Drake, so Cartus is probably top side right now, so it's a bit risky to stay here without vision and to overstay, to push like that. A little bit risky. Hwei is nicely zoning him from the wave. Now Bard and Viego will probably collapse to him, but he doesn't have flash, he cannot kill. So now the plan is to push the wave and maybe reset to synchronize, to synchro the back timing with Viego, because Viego is just backed, so it's nice to sync the reset with the jungler to get items together and to make play at the same times and to get full health, full mana. So that's a good decision. I would have done the same here. Now we can play with is Viego because they are both full health and full mana with items. In terms of items, by the way, he went right away for the magic mantle, so he wants to get the boots, Mercury boots most likely, as soon as possible. Ults out bot with the Viego, always making plays with her jungler. Really nice roam from Ryze here. Just following his jungler, that was really well played. Not ulting alone, it actually increases your chances of getting kills by playing with your jungler when your ult is up. So that's really nice. Now you want to safely go back to mid lane without getting cheese here. Be mindful, guys, when you go back after roam of cheese. People can wait for you in bushes. Really nice help here from the team. No, we don't get a kill on Cartus, unfortunately. Ult, Viego might die. Yeah, Viego falls off from Cartus ult. Nothing he can do about it. And here I want to show the wave before resetting, not to get freeze on. And I think that actually you went for the boots in order to dodge the Q and the spells of Hwei, because those ones are really hard to dodge without boots. It gets you an easier time to do so and maybe better, but you get, you know, out farm a little bit. It's hard to keep up farm with Hwei. It's easier for him to farm than for you in the early game. Bard is helping Ryze a lot. I love that. I love when support is, you know, just playing around you, help you out to push the wave before resetting. That's always great. And Bard can actually gives you some heals as well to help you a bit. I love playing with Bard support when they play like that. So yeah, here have you seen all the damage that he takes from Hwei, and he just decides to play super safe, staying under turrets, not doing anything crazy, just farming up. His Bard is helping him again, just to take some farm, but he will have to give up the wave and reset. Yeah, and he dies for it. He dies from the grid, so I will just show you the play again. But he really wants to farm. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to stay in lane with that much HP. Bard was there, so he actually baited him, but he still got the ult and dies from it, unfortunately. So we'll go a bit faster now. See what happened. Just use the TP bot lane in order to defend the turret. Really dangerous, can get dived quite easily. Yeah, and dies from this. So I will also show you the play here because I think that's something interesting. TP is to try to kill the Draven, but Hwei is playing well and matches Ryze TP. Unfortunately, he realizes he cannot do anything, so he backs off under the turret. But at this point, he should realize that he's in danger because his team is at Rift Herald, and you know that junglers at this elo plays properly, they will just come and dive you 4v1, so you're basically dead. So he should have backed, but it's hard to read, but he should have realized that his team was strong side was top, weak side was bot, and he just should have give up the turret plates here and just give up wave and not to die. It's always better to give up wave than dying and giving up wave, if you know what I mean. Now side lane, he goes bot, the bot lane is going mid, so that's a classic. You should do that every game, and he wants to get as much resources as he can, so he goes bot, farm the bot wave. Draven comes to match the push, so we'll see how he deals with that, what he does. Draven is really strong, so maybe cannot kill him 1v1. Nice ward here to see if he's getting ganked or not. An interesting roam here, because Draven will most likely push and shove the wave, but he wants to get a kill on the Senna. Doesn't work, loses a lot for that, loses half his HP and also lose a wave bot lane. So not a good roam for sure. It's actually a bad roam now. I think the roam was not the greatest because the risk reward was pretty low. So yeah, not a great play here. So even great players can make small mistakes, you know. He goes mid because the bot lane went bot. Tried to get a kill onto the way with the Bard. Don't manage to do so, and even worse, Karthus gets the kill on the Bard with the ult because he got chunked under turret. There is a TP from Hwei under the wave. Cannot do anything about it. So we'll try to speed up a little bit the game. Nothing interesting is happening. He's just farming mid lane wave and rotating bot because he's always playing with his jungler. So we see that a gank is happening bot lane. He just roams instantly after clearing out the wave. He doesn't get anything, but the roam was not bad. This roam was not bad because he doesn't lose anything for it. He didn't lose anything, any minions. Whereas the roam that he did earlier was a bit weird. He was losing the turret to the wave to Draven push and didn't get anything from it. That was a bad roam, but this one was pretty good. Now he gets zoned off the wave by Hwei, but Bard is assisting him again. So the game, to be honest, Bard did a lot this game for him. He actually helped him out a bit, so that's really nice when that happens. Now he just farms under threat, resets, and we'll get his Road of Ages now, using his teleport top lane, getting farm, trying to play side lane again. So pushing. Speed up a little bit, taking Scuttle Crab and trying to get a catch here with the Bard ultimate. Getting a kill, but losing top turret for that. Yorick is pushing, nobody's defending. So now they move and rotate together. Always play with someone. You're much stronger with Ryze when playing with someone. And we see that he plays a lot with his support. That's really interesting. Most of the time I try to prefer playing with my jungler, but I will now try to play with my support much more because we see that it actually paid off. They got 2 kills from that, Senna, and then rotated and killed Yorick together. So it's really nice. Really interesting. Bard and Ryze combo works really well, guys. So if you have a Geo queue a friend that is playing Bard, just go and try testing this out. It looks pretty strong actually, with the ultimates of Bard and then chaining CC with the W of Ryze. Really nice, and also the mobility that Bard provides is insane. Also gets a lot of values with the heals and helping you when your lane is frozen, for instance. Okay, that's interesting. Here, Ryze got ultimate. Ultimate is up. How many golds does he have? Okay, he has 1.4 gold, and Drake is also up. But what's interesting is that this wave could be taken. He could go take this wave, and if he gets flanked or ganked by, Yorick is not a threat, right? You can always escape Yorick with Ryze ultimate. And Karthus as well, actually. You don't have CC to interrupt your ultimate. So I would actually greed for that wave. And then I will use my ultimate to get out if there is any problem. And then I will join the Drake fight. But I think This wave is for free, and that will actually accelerate myself a bit more, so I would have taken that wave. But maybe you want to buy something and be ready for the Drake, so that's also something valuable. Actually no, because the Drake was taken, so there was no point anyway. Use the ult, try to force a fight, join the fight. That's actually a good fight because they get number advantage, so that was a nice fight to join from him. But yeah, it was too late for the Drake anyway, so maybe that wave would have been nice as well. It would have been late for that fight though. He keeps chasing the kills, always playing with your jungler towards the aggression, always look at the map and play accordingly. That's great. Now we will go top to side wave, I guess. Yeah. He doesn't have ult, and he doesn't have flash. So we'll see how far he goes without vision top lane. So he takes this way for sure. He gets vision top. He knows that a lot of people are top, so he doesn't risk anything. Only Yorick can be top. Takes the golem, really like it. Makes him, you know, it actually helps him out to accelerate his game and his build. Goes Seraph, TP, get a kill. Okay, that's interesting phase. I will go down a little bit. His team is catching Draven off guard. He sees a fight, uses TP right away, trying to help and use this timing now as an opportunity to get the Baron. So his team did really well by catching people off guard, but it also played well by using his teleport instantly to know that the Baron was free after that. So he didn't save his TP and went for it right away. Now the Bard is playing really well this game, making really nice catches, such as this one. Now they got Baron. We will see how he plays with Baron. That's interesting as well. How he uses it to in the most efficient way possible. Trundle is trying to catch Hwei, but doesn't get anything from it. He's just pushing mid. We'll reset, pings the top lane, pings the Kesa that he wants to get top, and we'll see how he plays with the Baron. So I will accelerate the game a little bit. So you see most of them are bots, and he uses his ult to take the turret instantly, always playing with his Bard again. His Bard is playing with him all the time. So I will show you, I will go back a little bit. That's also interesting because that's a macro decision here. He sees bot lane Yorick, Karthus, Draven and Senna. So you know that only Hwei can defend top or mid, but they cannot defend both turrets. So he tries to pressure the top turrets because they do not expect him to bring that wave under turret that fast. So he does it right away, does not even hesitate to take that turret because it gives you 600 gold, 500 gold, I think. So that's a really nice play from him. Now he gets even more fed. Yeah, he gets like 360 because they actually split the gold with Bard. That was here. Didn't take the column. Instantly back for Drake and heads up towards Drake. So he looked at this. He looked at this objective timer, and now he's also pinging for help at Drake. And he realized that's important because they have two Drakes against one. He realized that Drake is quite important to get, so he resets instantly and try to help his team setting up vision and kills. In team fights, he tries to flank. Nice flank on the Karthus. Cannot 1v1 the Draven, so plays super safe. Goes back a little bit, trying to play with the range. Not going in stupidly 1v4. Being patient with his CC and spells and rotation. Not doing flashy plays, you see. Everything is in the patience. Unfortunately, dies from this 1v2. Tries to 1v2, but unfortunately dies. That was a bit too much. Draven is fed. 3 items. Draven against 2 items. Ryze. There is no chance of you winning. ADCs are really strong these days as well, so it's hard. to 1v1 them when they are slightly ahead than you. Alright, we'll see what he does. When he resets, he goes bot. Split push again, side lane again, guys. So that's not like um, that's not like a lie or something, right? Side laning really does work. I mean, that's how this guy is playing most of the time. He always tries to get to a side lane to get farm, and then rotate in LP's team when there is a fight that breaks out, either with teleport or ultimate, like he did right now. So trying to flank, really nice ultimate from Bard. Maybe that won't get enough. Gets a kill, gets 2 kills, really nice, very well played. And we see now that he has a lot of damage. He starts dealing a lot of damage, so that's why. So that's really interesting. His playstyle, I really love his playstyle, farming and rotating. He's quite aggressive actually. When his support is playing with him, he's always proactive and tries to make play and use TP. He again uses his teleport, but didn't get anything out of it, unfortunately. But he still used his teleport to try to make proactive plays on the map and impact the map. Now Baron is up. He doesn't have time to reset, so he prefers to... Nice spot from Hwei here in the bush. He just stays here to get some pressure done, trying to prevent them from doing Baron, but not diving in and dying right away, just playing super safe. Trundle is TPing mid to pressure the mid inhibitors, but Yorick is there to defend. And yeah, now we are a bit of a Baron dance. Nice ult again by Bard, really good. Get a catch, probably gets Baron from it. Okay, Drake is up. Soon. Playing again with the Bard, roaming to get Yorick on the side lane that's actually overextended. So getting the kill, really nice. Always playing with the team in late game. Now he's level 18, so he has a lot of damage. So it's really powerful if he groups with his team to get catches, to catch people off guard. Maybe they can do something on the Draven, for instance. But Drake is up first, so let's take the Drake first. It's nice. Now he may want to push mid. Yeah, well, just push mid wave. And the game should be a win. Just... As a third item, he went for Zonia, and now he's building Death Cap right away. So Zonia is a good choice. It provides you a lot of survivability, really nice. Not to die early in team fights. You can actually temporize the fights. And also with Bard, it's like a really nice combo because you can be unkillable for quite a lot of seconds, actually. Trying to catch someone, but eventually get caught. I think he will die from it. Use Zonia really well. Flashes out. He will still die. A bit overextended here. He really wanted to catch someone off guard to snowball the game, but they eventually played better by trying to group and set up vision together, not being alone. So they played really well here, the enemy team. It's not a big deal though. A death is never great, but that death was not a big deal though. Alright, so now I think he will just group mid. And he decides to keep side laning while the inhibitor is down, which is interesting because when inhibitor is down, typically I never push the wave. I always try to group with my team in another lane because I know that the inhibitor will, the lane itself will push anyway. But he thinks that it actually provides more value to push a lane with the inhibitor being down because it may be harder to defend while his team is pushing somewhere else. So that's an interesting choice to keep in mind. But unfortunately, they cannot push their advantage much more than that. So Drake is up pretty soon. So he's already at Drake, trying to set up some vision or catch people off guard, and pushing the mid lane. Baron, both Baron and Drakes will be up, so we'll see how they will play this out. 2 inhibitors down, playing in the jungler sides of the map. He has a lot of map presence. I really love his playstyle. He's roaming a lot, controlling the map, preventing enemy, and he's pinging Baron. He knows that they can do it pretty fast with Ryze. Uses ultimate, uses Zonia to avoid Karch's ultimate. Classic. Oh my god. Okay, that was a really bad death here. So he goes straight to mid, and that was a really bad death because that slows down the pace of the game. Oh, maybe he misclicked or something. I think he misclicked or something, or I didn't expect for people to be there, and he died instantly. That's a really bad death. But that happens. Even great players make mistakes. But because of that, they lose quite a lot of gold. Now the gold is the same. So the game starts to be a bit more even. They even take the inhib? No, they can't really. Okay, the enemy team is also trolling, and this is Master Elo, guys, so it happens everywhere. He TP mid instantly. Taking jungle enemy camps. Trying to get a catch here. But gets seen, so just back off. At this point of the game, it's really nice for you to try to make catch because you're really strong. You can one-shot pretty much every squishy people. So Hwei, Draven, Senna, Cardus, you can one-shot those people if they face check you. So it's really worth try to catch people off guard. Now he TP stop because he sees that Yorick is alone, 1v1, but unfortunately Yorick played really well by trapping Ryze as soon as he arrived with his ultimate, and he cannot do anything. He just decides to back. He was really low mana. Comes back to lane. 4 items Ryze, level 18, does a lot of damage. Now he will build a Void Staff, sorry. They got the Soul as well, so he has a lot of mobility. Now the team should just group and do a 5v5. I guess that's what will happen. Bard engage. He's playing patiently, not going in. Just farming the wave first, clearing the wave first before fighting. Being really patient. Pushing mid lane. They have a lot of vision in the bot side of the map, in the bot side jungler. He wants to flank. He goes for the inhibitor. Interesting. He goes alone for the inhibitor, like Trandamir style. Alright. He won't use the Zonia. He gets the inhib. Will try to get the top inhibitor as well, but Yorick will reset. That's interesting. And Elder Drake is also up, and Kesa is doing it alone. What the hell is going on in this game? And this is Master Elo. Like, people are playing like jungle solo queue. It's crazy. So he got 2 inhibs, 1v1 the Yorick. That would be nice with the Drake. Cannot get it, and they are trying to trade base. Oh my god, he might actually lose the game. Because the enemy team tries to trade base, and he also tries to trade base. What the hell is going on? He's winning the game by himself. Like, oh my god, Kesa is killing. Kesa killed, and this is a win. What the hell? Alright, so that's crazy. Crazy game, crazy ending. I didn't expect that ending at all. Yeah, he ended up winning the game by just pushing alone, taking down two individuals, killing Yorick 1v1, and then going for the Nexus kill. That was crazy. Alright guys, thank you very much. I hope you actually learned something from this guy, and see you soon.